Hey, welcome. Demetrius Sullivan here, coming to you with tips on internet marketing and sales to help you blow your business up. Look, this vlog is going to be about how to avoid arguing with your customers. So I don't know who this may have happened to, whether you're a professional, but there are times and a salesperson and anyone who has a business where the conversation can get intense and maybe you'll let your personal feelings take over. But I'm here to tell you on how to avoid it so that no matter how tense the conversation gets, money will still be passed over to you. So the first way to avoid it would be ready to let your ego down. Now, I know in this country, the United States of America, we want to be right about, when we're in an argument or when we're debating with someone, we want to feel like we're right. We want to feel like we won the argument. No, in this case, if you're doing business, put the ego down for a second. Just put it down for a second and understand that you have to see things from their point of view to avoid the argument and then come to a resolution so that you can continue on with the transaction and they will pay you for the service. So put your ego down. The second way to avoid arguing with a customer would be to agree and acknowledge their point of view first, then speak. So what you want to do is, if they're saying their point of view, don't just, continue on with the conversation without acknowledging like, hey, I hear what you're saying. I completely understand what you mean. And then elaborate on what they said, then speak your opinion, because it shows that you're hearing them, and people get frustrated when they're not heard. So that's the second way. Another way would be, don't interrupt when someone else is talking. So this could definitely escalate an argument, because if you're talking to someone and it can start out as a simple debate, if you're just tuning them out or cutting them off when they're trying to speak, then that definitely escalates the argument. It definitely escalates the conversation, and it can turn into an argument because you're not listening. So the fourth way on how you can avoid arguments with your customers is to avoid accusatory words. That would be like, it's your fault, or you did this, or it's, you're the reason why we're in this situation, or anything that sounds like an attack. So just maybe practice with a friend or a coworker and converse with them and say like, look, what are some words that you hear that sounds like you're blaming me, or you sound like you're accusing me? And just practice and avoid using those words with your customers.